Can you buy an online business and turn it into a SaaS? Let's find out through an online business review I did with Yuri Bialik, which is the former M&A director for OnFolio. This is a NASDAQ public traded company. We're going through the pros and cons of a website for sale on Flippa. We're also going to answer the question, is this a good online business to turn into a SaaS? My name is Shlomo Freund, and my channel is all about passive income ideas by buying online businesses and digital assets. I publish a video once a week where I break down an interesting deal that I find. There are a lot of things to look into when you're finding such a deal. So I'm here to help you to understand what are the good things in a deal, the bad things in a deal, easy wins, growth hacks, things like that. Over the years, I've seen thousands of those deals and acquired a few of those websites. So I'm here to help you. Also, make sure you're sticking with me until the end of this video because I'm going to share with you what is the asset you need to build to almost any digital asset that you'll buy that will give you 40x ROI. Yes, 40 times more of what you're going to invest in that will get in return. So let's jump in. Hello everyone, and welcome to another website listing review video. And this time I have a special guest. This is Yuri Bialik. He did M&A for OnFolio, which is a public traded company. They basically buy online businesses. He worked with them for quite a while. I'm sure he has seen a lot, and I'm very happy to have him here today with me, helping assessing another deal. So thank you, Yuri. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Cool. So just before we started, we went through a couple of listings. So we found an interesting one for you. We're going to tell you in a minute why. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through the listing. Yuri already prepared the backend tools for more juicy, nitty-gritty good stuff. And so let's jump to that. Here we go. You see all the other things that we checked already. But this one is a tool-based website with SaaS potential it's a tool-based website for lots of traffic that can be converted into a SaaS. This is what made it interesting for me when looking at this listing because I love SaaS, it's recurring revenue. 40 tools for online image editing with many unique tutorials. Their asking price is reduced by 33%, so $54,000. Current price, I don't know yet, and we haven't even looked at the multiplier, so I don't know if it's the current market price or not. Do you want to go, Yuri?
Sure. Yeah, so there's a few interesting things to note on this one. He mentions in the listing that it got hit by a Google update, which, it looks like it was hit last year, so the traffic dropped.
You see this from the graph? No.
Yeah, I actually don't think it would make a good SaaS, and the reason for that is a lot of these tools are generally available for free. These are kind of like simple, basic versions. I think this actually would be a good business to buy for a buyer who uses this as a lead generation site for another business. So if they have some kind of either like a lead generation business or even to drive links to another site. So you often see people start like these side projects as a way of building authority to their main site. So they launch these mini sites as a way of doing that. Or if somebody has some kind of business in the design space and then they're using this as like a free tool to capture leads, then they can use to sell their other service. So I think that would be the better option for them to go with this. What's interesting about this one is he actually has a couple different assets. So it looks like it's getting Bing traffic, which is kind of rare for a lot of sites relying on organic traffic.
Wait. Let's show that to the viewers of the video. We don't have it here. Do you want to share your screen? I see organic traffic 75%, which nowadays it's kind of too much. Well, depends if it's from Google or not, of course.
Yep. You scroll down there, he has a screenshot from Bing he's included.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I want to go through the top part of the listing, but let's do it afterwards. Where is that? Oh, I see Buy Me Coffee.
Bing Webmaster.
Which one? Oh, Webmaster Tools. Okay, so he has, okay, so definitely uptrending. Let's see, that's from May 20, this May? Yeah, May 13th, 24. Good. So it's an uptrending website. We know it wasn't hit, although he was saying something else, as you mentioned. But did you see that? You said that it was hit by Google?
Yeah, he mentioned it in his first sentence. The
site contains 327 posts, which are all how-tos, unique image variations. After Google March update, I removed all review kind content. Okay.
And that was right under.
Yep.
If you look,
I don't see it. Unfortunately, the site lost a bulk of traffic from Google during the March update. Now I see, which obviously resulted lower earning overall. Still, the site does get roughly 2K users a day from Google. Additionally, Bing seems to be in love with the site, bringing 500-600 users per day currently, trending upwards. So this is only Bing, I'd say. No.
It's a mix. So he's got a mix of like Google traffic and Bing traffic. He just happened to lose a lot of traffic from Google while his Bing is going up. So it looks like he's still. I'm looking at his monthly revenue right now. So I actually don't see it. It doesn't look like he has updated numbers for, I think, April, May, and June.
He has May here. You see that profit 827 over here. Oops. Revenue 857, profit 827. But yeah, I'd expect him to add June as well. I'm kind of concerned. So we don't know if this is because it's seasonal. I don't know why such a website will be seasonal, or it's just downtrending here, because you see this up going all the way in November and then going back down in May, and last May or June was also low. So maybe people use less of these tools in the summer. I don't know. We don't know. We need to get the person's Google Analytics viewing profile from him to understand if this is seasonal or not, if this is regular or not.
Yeah, I'm guessing what happened was he had listed this back in May and hasn't updated the numbers, which is usually what happens, why it doesn't have the most recent numbers. What's interesting is even after the drop, he was averaging over $2,000 a month between NitroPay and Buy Me Coffee. I've actually not heard of NitroPay. As far as I know, they're not one of the larger ones like Ezoic or AdThrive. So there's potential where even if you just buy this and move this to another larger platform, you might get higher CPMs and even a higher ad revenue as well.
So I'm surprised he's still with Ezoic with this, but on the other hand, AdThrive and Raptive, I think they're only going with long content form websites and not with tool like. So maybe he wants eligible to really join their program. This is why he stayed with Ezoic, although he has decent. So the minimum traffic for Raptive and AdThrive is 50K to 100K views or page views, depends which. Anyway, he's well over this.
Yeah. Well, he's not with Ezoic now. He's with a company called NitroPay.
Ah, okay. I thought you mentioned Ezoic. Sorry.
He might be able to switch to Ezoic for a higher payout.
I see. Okay, got it. Definitely then, yes. I wonder why he didn't. Okay. Let's keep going through the listing. Wait, traffic. We read the traffic. Technology. Site is built on WordPress, designed via Oxygen. Content pure Gutenberg everywhere. So adding changing content is pretty easy. Also changing design via Oxygen is not a huge deal. For the tools, almost everything done with custom WP plugins built myself. Okay. You should have a JavaScript developer by hand to adjust or extend tools. Some variations of the tools can be done via shortcodes. And you need to know your way through WordPress. That's not rocket science. You need to know some JavaScript. Okay with ChatGPT, I assume, but maybe you need some budget for maintaining this if you're buying this website. I can also help out here for a while for pay per hour. Okay. Oh, he has an extension. That's interesting. I assume it's included in the sale, of course. January, I published the Google Chrome extension that lets you either access the tools quicker from your browser bar or simply right-click. Not all tools are supported currently. Let's check how many downloads he had, if this is popular or not. Not too many. 154. When you say he launched that was when? January. Okay, 6 months, 154. Not too popular. And he probably needed Google Chrome extension SEO over there on that library, extension library. I never really marketed it properly. Yeah, we see that. So installs mostly come from Image's homepage, but it's a nice thing to have, I guess. Okay. I must say, I have never transferred Chrome Edge extension. And you need a Chrome developer, okay? Account. Okay, he's explaining here about the whole Chrome extension. Okay, we have a Chrome extension, probably can be marketed much better than this. That's the bottom line. Social media. The site comes with a YouTube channel, 1,059 followers. Roughly 400 came from tutorial site I bought and integrated into. Okay, I added a few how-to videos, but never found the time. The follower threshold is already reached, so as soon as the 4K watch times is reached, currently 2.4, YouTube can immediately monetize, opening up another completely independent monetization channel. So that's correct. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Yuri, but YouTube pays almost nothing, especially in these numbers. So I don't think this is a viable thing to rely on.
No, it's more of, being able to drive traffic back to the site from YouTube, or even like affiliates, depending on, let me check his channel, see how many views he gets. It's not going to pay anything from the Google, but if he has an affiliate program in there. So actually, it's interesting. Some of his videos getting 8,000 views, 4,000, 6,000, 1,000. So those are not bad numbers for such a small channel that it doesn't look like he updates. He hasn't updated it in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good asset to have, when you're buying a business. The more assets you have, the better it is.
So since he published this listing, which is not too long, I assume, because there are only 773 views here. So I imagine it's not too long here. He has... so here it's 1,059 and here it's 1,130. So he had almost 100. So maybe, yeah, it's growing, definitely growing with 28 videos. Not bad. I wonder how much SEO, YouTube SEO he did here.
I was just looking at his SEO in Ahrefs. So what's interesting, he has 260 keywords ranking in the top 3.
Screen? Can you share your screen to show that?
Sure. Okay.
I need to stop sharing my screen. Go.
So, you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are all the he has. Let me sort it by volume.
He has how many keywords?
So these are, in the top 3 is 260. Total, he has 627. So he's still doing well for a lot of keywords. I actually think, I think content sites are harder to turn around with SEO, but I think this is one. As he adds more tools and more content here, this is one of them that can grow. What's interesting about his backlinks is it looks like he had bought an expired domain and did a redirect. So you can see here he's got some redirects going from this URL Bitful. He's got a few of these.
That's risky.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably survived a while, so I don't know if it's still risky anymore. He does have, even without the redirect, he's got a link from Wikipedia I saw here. But he probably built this on an expired domain as it is. So, I've seen backlink profiles on sites I review.
How valuable are links that are from, profile links from big websites? Or let's say that you have a link from a podcast listing, so it's a podcast platform. I don't think they're as valuable as, really organic links that somebody just added you, because you can basically add them.
Yeah, if it's a place where, it's easy and anybody can get a link, it's definitely not going to be as valuable as this link from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And yeah, he has this link from Chrome Web Store. I wouldn't say he doesn't have a ton of high quality links. He's got a bunch of redirect links. Looks like this is another one.
That's
potentially another domain that he bought and redirected. He's got a link, here from Template. I mean, it is risky, but a lot of times these actually still work. I know somebody who ranks really well on Google, and their entire strategy is buying redirected domain names.
Okay.
So it's something, I mean, it's one of those things that like a potential buyer would have to weigh the pros and cons when like doing their risk assessment. And also, you know, when you're buying these, you know, there's a chance that he might not sell for what he's looking for. And then you can go back to him and offer him some kind of structured deals based on an earnout or something like that.
Seller financing.
Yeah, exactly. And this, I don't know how accurate this is because we don't have the latest numbers. So they might not be making this $1,800 anymore. It might be like $1,000 a month, in which case, you know, he's asking like a pretty high multiple, probably like about a 4x then, if the current profit is
right. Probably would not go. Well, you need the last month number to understand how many months back you need to rely the multiplier on, which we don't have here. But it's pretty impressive the amount of traffic he got in 2 years, if this website really exists 2 years.
Yeah. And I still think the best kind of buyer for this is somebody who can utilize this either as a resource to get backlinks to their own site or just as like a lead magnet to their like design business. Just like as an example, like Canva buys, you know, other companies in the design space that they really cool. This would be too small for them, not something that they're interested in. But like, you know, for a smaller company might make sense.
That's all the other tutorials, right? I see he only has some of the tools here because he mentioned on the listing 40 and here he had about, I don't know, 10, 15-ish.
Let's see, 3, 6, 9, looks like 12.
So we don't know where all the rest are hiding. See, only 10 here, online tools.
Yeah, so 9 here and then 12 on the homepage.
They don't overlap? Anyway,
well,
it's not 40.
Yeah, there's 3 more here. But this is definitely not something that would ever work as a SaaS because nobody would pay for this. So the fact that he mentions it, like you can convert it into SaaS, that's just him trying to sell it because, you know, he knows like, you know, SaaS multiples are much higher and for SaaS businesses, people are willing to pay more. But this is not anything that would ever work as a SaaS.
Right. Hold on, Yuri, excuse me. Coming to say goodnight. Okay, let's look at the rest of the listing, whatever we didn't read. Can you scroll up or I'll just share mine.
Their top countries is India. So this also tells you that the value of the traffic isn't
not
that high.
I think we can say be pretty confident saying that although it's 33% reduced price, it's still very high for what this website is.
Yeah. Oh, he actually has this YouTube earnings here or numbers, looks like.
Okay. So this is what he mentioned in the listing, saying how many is far from. See, showing the date as of May 4th. So from May 4th till July 16th today, so 2.5 months, he has grown in top 70 subscribers. Okay, not amazing, but growing. You know what I think? So we haven't watched his videos, but I assume he gets nice amount of views. He just needs to learn how to convert better the subscribers. That's probably something that can be done there.
Yeah, I think his best play with the YouTube is going to be some affiliate, you know, maybe Canva, maybe something else where he can try to convert them. It looks like he gets a few donations as well. Let me see here. 140 in the last 30 days. That's actually more than I would have expected.
We need a full P&L here. Does he have one? I don't think so. It doesn't. So yeah, definitely before you buy online business, search for, oh wait, was it this one?
No, because he just has the revenue here. He doesn't have
the expenses.
Yeah, like expenses other than hosting, because I think he built this himself, like the tools. The only thing missing here is, yeah, obviously the expenses and then like the updated months. The rest of April, May, June, whatever's missing.
Look, Buy Me Coffee is trending up. That's the 170 there.
Yeah, it would be good to see also like the traffic and then the CPMs in this chart as well, just so you can see the trends there.
Definitely.
So this is See the page views. Yeah, so it's definitely trending down. Hard.
So the same pattern as the earning.
So he has June in here actually. So it's 73,000 from a high of like 400. So it's dropped big time.
Can you show his Ahrefs again for the keywords? Are they trending down? Let's look at the graph of the main page.
Yeah. So you mean here?
Yeah. Yes. That's why he's selling.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of sellers sell when it's too late. This is one of those cases. Like,
What is at the ACU?
so it looks like major changes.
Just now.
So he got hit by the March core update here. And now, I mean, he has 500 less than 500 total keywords ranking when he had over 25,000 before.
Wow.
And then here we see India is 52% of the traffic. And one thing I like to look at is just out of curiosity, I'll compare it to last year, see all the different keywords he used to rank for. Look at this position number 1 for all of these keywords that he's not ranking for anymore.
Some better, but most of them are lost. So his redirect strategy did not work.
Why it was necessarily a hit, but you know, that's something like, you know, a potential buyer might want to do is potentially get rid of redirects, do some higher quality link building, and get it back up. Because generally tools do really well. Like a single page tool can rank for like thousands of keywords. So I think they still work well with SEO. It kind of depends on, you know, the tool, the keywords. But yeah, I think it's going to be a hard sell for him, especially at this price. But I think he could probably sell it to somebody for like 30 grand who wants to take this on as a project.
I want to look at the rest of the listing because I saw there, why am I selling, which is interesting. Go there. Obviously, the last Google update took out some motivation. I do think this is actually a very real chance of recovering and also growing. Okay, simply charging for the tool usage, which we believe is not the right strategy for that. The issue with me is that I'm running a SaaS business in my home country. We have recently started taking more and more time building out images. Potential simply takes too much time, especially doing marketing programming all at once. Eventually, it's too much for me. Okay, it's pretty common to hear this, and now, as he mentions, because of the Google updates, he's like, I have better stuff to do in my time.
Yeah. Oh, here's
recommend using CDN.
Start and host them on Cloudflare. Yeah, so he's probably paying like very little for hosting.
I'm using how to convert WordPress into static pages and host them on Cloudflare. It could be easily hosted in common WordPress environment. I do recommend CDN. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the monetization of what he's saying. I mean, they've got some more things there. Ads. I'm using NitroPay. I'm sure Medium and Raptor probably pay much more here. I'm pretty happy with them as ads. They were never my end goal strategy. It also might be easy. Revenue bump. Okay, simply adding one of those. But just like you said, buy me coffee. Last month was $170. While this is not life-changing, it's a very tiny percentage donation. It shows people like the tools. That's right. The reason for recent growth here is that I optimized the placement a lot. Okay, that's good. Possibility to add premium services, charge for usage. This is what I initially planned, but I built the project why build the project in the first place. There are many possibilities to add paid features or simply charge for the current ones. Okay, possibly to add affiliate partnership. This is also something that might work, but I've never tried it. Just adding a Canva affiliate on all the pages makes sense here. Just that is an easy win. It will convert something.
Affiliate.
Does not have affiliate anymore. They used to. I have a friend who used to have them and not anymore. And maybe they...
I mean, they're so I could see them. It's common. Companies create an affiliate program to jumpstart growth, and then once they're so big, they get rid of it. They might still have it. Yeah, it looks like maybe they paid $6, but it looks like they have a page here about it. Commission.
No.
Oh, honor commissions for all the conversions that occurred before the official program setting. Okay.
Sunsetting date. It ended. Okay, find a Canva clone and put the affiliate link there. Not Canva. Bad example. Any of those. Okay, let's give a quick summary. Go, and then some final thoughts.
Sure. So kind of a small, web-based tool business, generating some revenue, has some traffic. I'd say the most important thing is getting updated traffic numbers and revenue numbers. This will help kind of, see what kind of multiple you're willing to pay for the business, what the value is. I think it makes more sense for a strategic buyer who has something in this space, or somebody with, who has time on their hands. Ideally a developer, so they don't have to hire somebody to build out additional tools, and wants to, work on recovering the SEO from the penalties that it has.
Yeah, it definitely requires some work here. Also, the site age it's pretty young. I mean, it's not 2 months, but 2 years is still, you look usually more stable businesses you'd buy 3 years or more, just to have some history there. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned that I'm going to share with you a tip of what is the asset that you need to build for almost every digital asset that you buy. The nice thing is that you get 40x return on this investment. And when I'm talking about this digital asset, that is building a newsletter. There are a lot of pros for building a newsletter, a lot of things that you can get out of it. You can get in touch again and again with your subscribers. You can sell them products, you can sell them services, you can add affiliate links. And basically, this is an ongoing communication with your audience. Even more, you can also automate a lot of the things and sales that you can almost only do with newsletter. I love newsletters, and definitely it's something that you should invest when you're buying your next digital asset. Now, feel that you need to look at more SaaS deals like this video. So go ahead in the description below, and here on the screen, you'll see a link to a whole video library of such deals. You can filter and search by price, but of course by business model as well. Just choose SaaS and you'll see all the SaaS videos I made, so you can learn more about how to acquire a SaaS. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Cheers.